Hey YouTube, I have a Farmall H, and I was doing a antifreeze change. Now this tractor is a 43, so what does that make it? 73 years old? And I doubt if it's ever been done. And I thought I'd give you a little look at what I'm doing here, so if you're going to do it, you got something to go on. I found YouTube. I'll show you what I've got done so far here. There's the bucket that I first drained out of there. If I kick it a little bit, you can see there's green in there. I don't know if you can really see that. There's my second drain. There's my third drain. It all looks kind of bad. Let me explain that to you. So the first one is just getting the engine a little bit warm. It doesn't like to warm up, but you could probably just drain it cold. Just drain it, and I'll show you what you need to do that in a minute. And then put all your plugs back in, and then what it says in the manual, in the actual Farmall manual, is to go ahead and use this stuff. I'll get it. You're going to use washing soda. This is super washing soda. It's probably a little more potent than what they had in 43, but I used this. It said 2 pounds of this. There's 3 pounds in here. I just weighed it on my kitchen weigh thing. You know how to do that. And you mix it with 4 gallons of water. I used distilled water. I said use preferably rainwater, so they want something clean. Hey, distilled water. I mean, I got this at, where did I get this? Oh, my wife got this at Kmart. You can get it at Walmart. You can get it at Meijer. It's like 80 cents a gallon or something. I mean, so the first bucket you looked at is just the fluid that's been in there for probably 73 years. It's been topped off here and there, whatever. The second one from that drain bucket was this washing soda, 2 pounds of it, and 4 plus a little bit of gallons, 4 gallons of distilled water. The third bucket is just 4 gallons of distilled water. So let's go through how you have to change it here. So you've got a plug. You got a few different plugs here, and I'll try to get you under there where you can see. Maybe if you can see where my hand is. There's my hand there. Maybe you can't. Where is it? Oh, I took it out. Anyway, it goes right up in here. Right up in there. So I've got my wheels cocked, so I can have access to get in there. Set my 5-gallon bucket right in here, right next to the tire. And here's my little funnel. I just held it as good as you can. You can tell the ground's wet, and it's wet for a reason because you're just not going to catch everything. So caught most of everything. So your next one is here. I'm trying to look here as I'm doing this. So right here, this plug, not the one down here, that one. That is just a, it's like a drain plug. It's like a vent. Of course you have to take off the radiator cap, and that drains the top part of the engine. You drain the bottom part of the engine right here. Here's your carburetor. Here's your carburetor, but right in back of here, there's a hole right there. And that's the little wing nut that goes on there. This goes in that top hole. This one, just a little plug. And this one has a long thread, but you can see where the threads are up here. You're tightening way down here. So you got a few inches there to play around with, but I got it in really well. That I can tell you, and I hope that you can see that good. I would mix the baking soda in like a large mixing bowl with a gallon of water. Mix it up just with any old thing. Don't contaminate it with a stick or something like bark. You want something clean. And I would not just dump the dry stuff in the radiator. I would think that would not be a good deal. Let me show you this here. This in the bottom of the white stuff, that stuff, I don't know if it condensed out or it just got solid or what. I was stirring it. You had to stir it up and mix it in there good. And then I poured some of it. I used a little funnel kind of a thing to pour it back in the gallon jug, because this is really nice to pour into the radiator itself. So that's something I would not do. I clean up all the threads and get the oil off and stuff like this. You can tell that this is kind of a old tractor, and it hasn't had a lot of loving, and I'm giving it some love. So it's been a blast. I know I'm forgetting something. I don't think so. I think that is about all for now. So where I am in the situation right now is it's all done. The other thing I gotta do is put those plugs back in, and some of the connections that I've had in this tractor, I put a little Teflon tape, because it leaked a little bit, especially like on the oil. Some of the plugs in that would leak on me, so you can just put a little Teflon tape around there. It works. Just make sure you don't put it inside the engine, so you get that contaminant in your engine. So if you're careful that way, you'll be fine. To heat it up, because when I put it's not baking soda, this washing soda, when I put that solution in there, it says to warm it up, and as you know, these H's, they're so over-engineered, over-designed. In other words, the stuff's really good. That's why 73 years old, the engines will still run. It's really hard to get them to warm up. They just won't warm up. So I let the tractor run about an hour. In fact, I ran it out of gas and had to put more gas in it and heat it up. I didn't think it'd be a good idea to have it, if it's going to condensate like that, I didn't want it to let it go cool. I didn't know what was going to happen, so I just put more gas in it and finished off the job. So I'm done now. There'll be more to come. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good day.